Everybody, welcome back. It's Monster Train, baby. We will do a new challenge. Kind of got screwed on the last one. We were doing really well until the very final boss, which caused us real problems. All units take damage at the end of your turn. 2 damage to all units after combat. Dude, Revenge Trigger could be so good on this. Lose 1 coin whenever a friendly unit takes damage, but all units have multi-strike. I'm like, okay, give me corrosive cash. Hold on, Ruka, what are you doing back there? What are you doing? But you're crazy. Look at this guy. Look at this guy. What are you doing? Why are you being so crazy? Don't be crazy. Be a normal boy, okay? Isn't there an awoken Revenge Trigger champion? Or am I losing it? He just wants attention. Oh my god. What a blessed start to the video. Oh my god. I feel like we should keep the same champion, honestly. And if we're I think, honestly, I hate to say it, I love to mix it up. You know I love Umbra. But I think it's best for us to run the same and try to keep our champion alive and hopefully get the Revenge Trigger. And I'll take any resin I can get to beat these challenges, honestly. Sting spells are better. Not relevant. Okay. My son, why don't you go over here? Why don't you go over here and just relax? I think we'd rather apply dazed to enemy units when they enter our pyre room. Or is it the floor below the pyre room? No, the pyre room. We don't have our Revenge Trigger, which is just like... Of course. So we'll take because we have multi-strike, we'll take high stat unit champion, which also allows us to not die in 5 turns. Which is pretty solid, I think. So we do have enemy units on every floor, but remember, all units will get dazed for a turn when they head up to our pyre. So we are enjoying that for sure. My son, you gotta get out of here. Oh my god. He's okay. So, here's the deal. I'd rather not get hit, but also... Oh, we're not gonna get hit. That's beautiful. Because we're phased. These guys are all dying because they take 2 damage every turn. You guys are stupid, and I'm a genius. Anyway, can't hit you with that, huh? You guys are all dying. This is awesome. So I think that's your play. If we can get the Revenge Trigger, we're going to be, like, insanely stoked, dude. The Glacial Seal is truly horrible. In my opinion, we should probably remove it from our deck as soon as possible. Because it's just going to die as soon as we play it. Well, all of you are going to die except the champ on the first turn. So, I think we should play some units. Can't tell how we're doing on gold. 5 by 2. I would like to keep you a little higher up here. I'm not sure if Razor Sharp is relevant. I'd rather just give you some Frostbite, I think, for now. Because you're going to die in 2 hits. 2 and a bit. We do not mind. I'll tell you that much. I don't know if we should keep playing units, because it loses us 2 gold every time they die. But I'd probably rather lose the gold than have them in my deck. Extra magic power. Do like cheap spells, but I think we can't afford to take crappy units. Glimmer, similarly, kind of has no purpose here. Sting as a free spell that could maybe get phased going a little faster. I'm pretty into that. We're definitely going to take a Stygian unit. If Lodestone Totem could live, they would interest me a little bit more. But I think we'll go Silophyte, and then the dream would be they got to live a little bit longer, for certain. And then hit me with a reroll. Ay. I don't know. You'll be a 16 by 2 75 that has 3 space. It's a little weird, but I definitely... Maybe that's okay. I definitely see it being okay. We don't really have any damage spells, though, do we? I think we could turn that on. Do we have... I'm trying to think. We have razor sharp. We don't have like oh, helical crystals. Okay, that's actually, and sting to a lesser extent, but helical crystals is definitely the big one. So you guys are already dying. I really like this because you're not going to take damage anyway. And then I don't mind this. We'll try to put you up here so that we can still hit units with spells if they land up here. So we like this because you're going to die anyway. We like this because you're going to die anyway. And then one more spell is fine. You're doing great, by the way. You just keep doing you. You're dead. We're alive. And now we could actually put a train steward up at the front. You're taking 2 damage, which is pretty normal. And we're not worried about the gold too much. We're not worried too much about the gold. I think we got a pretty great start here. Apart from that, who knows, but the start is totally fine. I promise you that. Amazingly, you're not dead. You're still gonna feel the burn, though. I promise you that. That helps out a great deal. I mean, I don't see you getting past the icy Sila fight, honestly. We're a much stronger unit. Yeah, you're toasted. Easy money. So far, so good. I don't know what we need. Tanky units is definitely a start. I feel like high damage spells combined with the spell weakness is really sick. I honestly feel we don't need that many more cheap spells, but this does help out with draw. I think you could always be a little happy with a Vine Grasp. So we need a unit that's capable of surviving. Honestly, I think we go Siren of the Sea, and we try to use the Siren of the Sea, although that's pretty good too. We try to use the Siren of the Sea as a tank on an Incant floor with our champion. Something we've tried 75 times in the past. It fails every time. The only thing that would put a dent in it for me right now is if we get Frostbite Shark, which we did. So instead, I will take the Frostbite Shark because they are extremely great. And I'll tell you right out the gates, another Wildwood Sap, you could do a lot worse. I don't want Dante. Get out of here. I don't want Dante. All my units are Dante, dude. What boss are you? I feel like I can work with this. So I think we'll try to set up. I don't know. It's kind of tough, honestly. Which one is our low cap floor? Is the middle. You guys are both dying, so we don't want to put any units in a position where they're going to take damage to units who are going to die anyway. So honestly, setting up second and third floor seems kind of like the smart play, which to me means I don't really care. Go ahead and hit me. To me that means you put train stewards on the bottom just to get them out there, and we'll... Oh, we can't restore on that floor. Okay, so we'll play our other train steward as well. That floor is for yeeting. Now, I gotta think, because I'm like, man, we are going to be incanting a lot here, but only briefly. Honestly, I think we could roll it like this. Let's give my original methodology a chance to pop. I'm not fully convinced, but I remain marginally convinced that this could do enough for us. So you need HP. That's just a given. Can we get you there? You explode 16 damage. Oh, but you get a little stronger every time too, huh? So 10, 20 damage. You are going to die. Thank you for being here until you do, though. We are doing 52 damage to the boss, which is pretty good. I think if we draw our Incant unit faster, we won't be as disappointed with the way that went down. Honestly, like, you're just way more important to keep alive. Might seem a bit wonky, but want to get that tank out of there as soon as possible. That's big. I don't really care if you hit me a little harder. It doesn't bother me. You do have an Incant trigger, so we'll ignore that for if we're going to kill you already. But in general, I don't dislike it. Alright, so Glacial Seal is actually playable now. And if we're going to play it, we should play it early so we don't have to spend the resources on it. I actually think the regen is more valuable for us. And then let's see how we're doing. You're not dying, which I'm just going to tell you, I'm surprised by. I'm very surprised you're not dead. But you are going to have... Oh, we should never put spell weakness on the top. Like, we're totally okay, but shouldn't... We're still totally okay. But we should never put spell weakness on the top. 13, you do 18 damage. You're going to hit our pyre. It's a little spooky. No, you're not, because you get days for 1 turn. Okay, that was way closer than I would have liked it to be. Okay, Unleash the Wildwood is always something I consider taking. We really don't need anything here. Quick is good, but we can't really afford it. So energy I don't think is what we want. I think it's either draw or capacity. I think we'll look at capacity as a potential. Because I'm thinking, with 6, can we not fit... We can fit you... We're not really worried about you. You're kind of your own tank. We could fit Champ, Siren, and Titan Sentry and just have our Champ extremely insulated. I want Incant triggers to double. That's my play. Units cost -2. It's not bad. Train Stewards have got to go. You might say they got multi-strike. Yeah, so does every unit. So on Revenge, apply the Frostbite. This is what I was looking for. So, I think it makes sense, even though 90 by 2, it's so juicy. But to have the ability to get that Revenge trigger done to all units every turn is highly pogged. This is the whole reason we wanted to build in this fashion in the first place. I don't know if it's gonna work. You are hasty, but you're also dying. So we want spell weakness on this floor. So we should set up... I think we should set up our super tank at the bottom. And then spell weakness here. And maybe nothing at the top. Why? Because we want to apply as much... We want as many turns as possible for the Frostbite to work as magic. Does that answer your question, sweetheart? Can't hit you with this, huh? So let's hit you with this then. Alright. Killing the haste unit's like the only thing that matters there. So then we want you out here. You must go here. You might as well do that as well. You must go here, and you're your own tank, so we love that. You guys are in a great spot. We want you to get healed. You're all dying, so as far as I'm concerned... Really? I guess they do all have multi-strike. Well, we might as well have you start the Pog then, because there's no way, no matter what we played, he was not staying alive. But this is a good indicator that, you know, to be honest with you, we should probably work on getting our... 14. You're gonna live. We should probably work on getting our tanks more HP by default. That would do a lot for us. So honestly, a train steward up at the front is very, very helpful. We're about to draw Unleash the Wildwood, which is going to be really nice as well. You getting that is huge. You can afford to roll with this. The more of these, the merrier. Okay, we got a brief respite. Unleash the Wildwood was one of our last 2 cards. You guys are doing fine. Yeah. All right. So we don't mind incanting up here. Although it does work really well down here. You're not dying yet? You're going to die to Frostbite, though. We want the incant triggers, unfortunately. Okay, Unleash the Wildwood is just disgusting here. Alright. So we're fine. I want to see how much damage the Frostbite's doing here. So the answer seems to be 0. I need to look at how Revenge works. I feel like I've made an enormous mistake. I think I like that enough as an incant. We don't have like a regen trigger to get hit by it, but so one revenge triggers when damaged. Shouldn't that be doing frostbite damage to everybody then, or am I losing my mind? Maybe it was, and I wasn't paying attention. You need the HP more than anything else. The more HP I have, the more HP our incant lady's gonna have as well. Spikes 4, who cares? You living longer is the only thing that matters in this equation. You getting a little stronger by default is not bad. It's not a bad thing. These guys have got to go. Alright. So it's still like, it's a little bit of an awkward setup. But I definitely think this is the tightest deck we've had on a challenge in a little while. A third multi-strike. Why would I turn it on? Because I want to test my dang theory, okay? I want to test my theory that getting that HP is the most important thing in the world. It's the only thing that matters. You're only taking 26. It's not amazing, for the record. We'd rather not give these guys any extra HP, but... like, if we could just kill... There you go, 26. At least we got the incant triggers out there. Alright, we don't really care about you. This is a big one. Oh my god, you're taking so much damage, dude. We're doing okay. You're still... No, you should be... You are freed. You are freed. Okay. Oh my god. Oh my god. It's a bloodbath. Okay, so you're taking just more hits than I even want to think about here. So you're taking 24. We can keep you alive. That's staggering. The fact that you are not dead is kind of hilarious to me. We would really do well to draw and Unleash the Wildwood here. Oh my god, we got it. That's comical. We're insanely lucky. And remember that every time we cast a spell, our incant siren is getting a little bit stronger. The more the merrier for you, sir. I promise you that. So we're looking pretty good here. You are dying, so I would say, yeah, you're looking pretty good. This was with multi-strike 3 on all enemies. But that's why Frostbite is, like, so good. It did get 143 Frostbite on them. What the heck is this? Apply spell weakness 2 to enemy units when they enter the floor before the pyre room. It's not really what I meant, but... Okay. I'll take it. More HP is still extremely valuable, by the way. I still also... I mean, we don't really want pyre health. We don't have a lot of gold, so another relic is probably our best play. Spell cards with consume may not consume. That's not really that useful. We do have 2 consume cards. Well, they're both consumes. Okay. That's pretty terrible. Second, Unleash the Wildwood in this deck. Oh, baby. Alright. I can't believe we're only 18 minutes into this. Oh my god. This is feeling pretty great right now. It's damage, don't get me wrong. It's not that much, though. We like that. We like that a lot. Can't cast it on you. That's unfortunate. I will cast it on you, then. We're losing so much gold. You know what? I think it's working out okay. Maybe not exactly the way I drew it up, but that's alright. Oh, dude, on turn 2 to wipe the bottom floor is incredibly good. We need you to live. I mean, our turns, like, to be honest, they kind of play themselves. Keep your tank alive, and you don't really have to think about it too much as long as no other units make it past the first floor. You're pretty much just set. And then play as many spells as possible. Ice Tornado, but these guys don't have spell weakness on them, so honestly, we don't really care. We'll get, like, incredible spell weakness on the boss over time, though. So honestly, I'm like, you should take this one. But you should pog out of your mind. Get this out of here. I can't believe you're living. Like, how do you answer for the fact that you're living here? You should be highly dead. No one can't trigger. Highly great. And no big deal. We got 250 damage times 2 units at the back. This seems pretty great. As long as I don't see incant, I'm a very happy man. How you doing up here? You're only 20 down. Not bad. I'd rather keep your regen going, though. I mean, this is like speedrun territory. I don't know what to say. I feel kind of weird about how good it is right now. How you doing? You're dead. That's funny. Oh my god. You already have 60 frostbite on you. That's pretty good. Alright, that went way better than expected. I do think energy now is probably the play. We have some high value spells. Draw is interesting, but we haven't like played our hand down to the bone yet. We do have a free relic. We have so little gold. We gotta take this path for the free relic. 2 extra stacks of frostbite every time it's applied. It not decaying doesn't matter that much, but everything else matters a lot. So I think we'll dump this, and I think we'll dump 2 basic restores, because they're not that amazing for us with the other amazing healing spells we have. You need 12 stacks of shard. I mean, we'll get you there eventually. This seems like it doesn't change unless I've lost my mind. It gives you better stats, but okay, you know what? We'll go for 12 stacks. We should look. I didn't even think about that. We should definitely look. I don't think we want quick on you, but incant gain armor is pretty sweet. And busting out our cheap restores. This feels like a pretty solid win potential. Let's see. I wouldn't mind turning the trial on. Spikes 5. With multi-strike, it's a little too much. I would have taken almost anything else, I think. Alright, don't get too cocky, obviously. That's pretty good. But you do have 190 HP. You're gonna cause me a few problems. We'll get you next time. We'll get you next time. At least we're keeping the trash cards out of our deck. You're not dying, which is insanely important. We need to play 5 more spells. 35. You're gonna get hit. You're gonna get dazed for 1 on the pyre. You are gonna get dazed, but only for 1. I think we gotta set it up like this. I want to keep the pyre as high as possible here. The frostbite's doing. This is what we want. We want unleash the wildwood. That's big. You could honestly use some extra HP. We should have done this in this order, though. 27. That's important. It's like really, really important. We're not going to play 3 more spells. We need to get more stats out there as soon as possible. We're going to play a lot of spells next turn. You can take this one. Okay, and it preserved. That's great news. Still don't have a turn off, unfortunately. But okay, so how are we going to get you? The answer is we're not going to get you. You're going to hit our pyre once, maybe. I'd love to keep you alive. I would love to keep you alive. But we got to do some funky stuff down here. 2 spells? Are you kidding me? I just needed to be able to play the other one. You could have discarded anything else. Alright, you did not hit our pyre. That's great news. The frostbite's helping for sure. Okay, so what do we love? This. You not dying. Great start. I love it when you don't die. You keep it moving. Anything you can do up here is going to benefit you in the long run for sure. is good. You're not dying. That's scary. Still not dying? You got me surprised, I'll admit. You're gonna die. You're also gonna die. Alright. So I think we learned something very valuable from this fight. What did we learn? Be faster on casting the spells. Full stop. The end. More healing is also very nice. But cast more spells on the bottom faster. It's going to take you longer than you think to cast 12 spells. We're not going to get holdover or anything. I'm going to be honest with you. I think that the path to success is the more of these Unleash the Wildwoods we got, the merrier. Again, quick doesn't really interest us. I think if anything, we're like population me in Purge City. Get rid of the basic restore. Can't afford anything else. It's not like we're going to be able to afford a relic, so wouldn't worry too much about that side of the equation. Not really worried about the relic shop. Alright, we got full gold, or sorry, full pyre health. You're going to remove buffs and debuffs. You purging Frostbite is pretty bad. Purging regen doesn't matter as much because we got so much Unleash the Wildwood. So, we can't play the floor we want to play. So what should we do? I think we will set you up on the bottom floor if you can live. 22, you will not live. You don't need to think about that one too hard. We really want the Frostbite tank though. So I think we have to set it up like, you know, you got to make priorities. We are going to have you take a nasty hit right off the top. Pyre's not going to take any damage, don't sweat that. So we really need to draw Frostbite tank on this turn. And I think we were pretty much destined to. This can't be possible. You're dying? You're doing more than 85 damage? How is such a thing possible? It's extremely bad. And it's not coming back. So you gotta find a way to keep you alive. Which is essentially inconceivable. Because you don't have very much HP. I think we're screwed. And that's a real kick in the teeth. I'll confirm that one for you. Yeah, that's not gonna keep you alive, man. If that's not gonna keep you alive, then I guess we're giving it to you. Good news is, our champ can't be killed. Yet, because they are phased. Wild. So I don't really know what our game plan is now. But I'll tell you, I think it's pretty bad. You're dead now. Alright, so this, it's getting pretty nasty. Yeah, that went wrong super quickly. For now, though, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoy. I can't believe how much the bosses crushed me on the last two expert challenges. I thought for sure we were safe, but for now, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. See ya!